Terraria. My name is Amazing Alex. My name is Alex, and today we will be seeing what happens when you actually defeat the Old One's army. So first of all, you need to fight this guy right here. Actually, I already did a video on this, but this is actually number 2. So I would suggest this if this is like the Moon Lord level when you already defeated Moon Lord, so you probably so if you're just like the Moon Lord level, it's gonna be like this. You can watch the last video if you're kind of a starter person. You literally just got your you're just Tavern Keeper. So basically, I'm gonna go up here, shot with him. First of all, I'm just gonna look at that. You can, I don't know. The first thing you need to know about the special defense effects, I got a spell. You only got just some defender medals, which kind of, I'll show you. These defender medals look like this defender medal, and you can get those from winning from the Old One's army. We have a bunch of other stuff, and then literally this guy you can find hiding anywhere in your house. Sometimes you can find him hiding out hiding at the side, the front of your house, just anywhere in your world. He just appears after you actually. It just happens when you defeat. I think it's when you defeat the wall of flesh. So basically, So basically, okay, so literally the Old One's army will only approach once you get this thing. So if you shop, since I already have actually a lot of these things right here, see and wait, they're right here. And it's kind of hard to see because it's Entrania. Yeah, it's Entrania. Something. I don't know. It's kind of hard to pronounce it, but you just get one of these things. I already have that. You can get that. Something that's just if you have a bunch of defender medals, and then this is just what you have. Basically, the only one thing you need is this. So since I already have this, you can buy whatever you want here. So I don't know what L does, but it kind of actually is a little bit bad for you since it reduces some of your damage. So I would suggest not do this. And also this thing right here is actually something. Also, this is a new thing I've kind of building thingy. So then you would probably use this building thingy. Also, you can get on the. If you're going to go to the YouTuber Terraria help, you can find out how he actually traps a pirate ship forever, and literally you can get all sticks. Just make sure you don't have no summoning items that will try to kill it or something. Well, anyway, let's just get started. This will also, there's a blood moon going on, so maybe some stuff will be a little bit more challenging. So let's start. Any mob will actually wreck it. Also, you're gonna lose. You're gonna create a shop, which means you can't actually wreck anything. So first of all, it will say that down there. Oh, me or anything. Okay, that's something. Basically, you're gonna defeat these first. I'm using the last first one because this is actually the wave when you're already defeated Moon Lord, and everything's kind of all done. So if you're not at the stage, just go back to any of these. The one that I post on my YouTube channel. You can check that one out if you're the starter and it's you defeat the wall of flesh first because he'll spawn somewhere in your world. Usually, sometimes I've realized it's actually outside your house for some reason, but sometimes you can find him other places in the world. Basically, as you can know, maybe if this is your first time and you actually never defeated, and you're oh my gosh, my Tavern Keeper, what is this guy? Or whatever, it's right outside your house. Well, this guy is actually gonna sell you. I mean, that's only one NPCs, and there's actually originally this. I'll tell you one good thing. Originally, this thing was actually made as these things are dungeon defenders, which is actually a game. So if you want, you can see this video. It's Dungeon Defenders meets Terraria. So these portals are from Dungeon Defenders, and then there's just and he also says these are attractive by the crystal's energy. So that's why they try to destroy it because they're oh my gosh, we hate you, Crystal. We don't want to come over here. We just want to destroy it because you keep summoning them, and they're ugh. So obviously they're not going for you. They're trying to destroy this because they're annoyed that somebody actually summoned it, which is you. And I don't even know what they even think about you. They just hate it. They just hate it. And these guys are just sometimes crazy. Oh, who's over here? Okay, nothing's over there. And also all these things obviously all these materials portals will only spawn. I think pretty much I'm pretty sure it's like after you defeat a Wolflish, maybe not, or maybe so. I don't even know. Maybe like the Tavern Keeper like keeps teleporting, or any NPCs you just find just teleport all around to different dimensions. Or I mean not different dimensions, but just from different stuff. Also, when you first find the tavern keeper, he will always be like, "What? How did I get here?" The last time I remember was standing like in front of him. Well, these things are called dragons. If you're defeating them for the first part, like kind of in the middle, like if you're at Plantera or something, these guys will look orange. Also, the wyverns will look blue. These ones kind of look like devils to me. Maybe there's something else. Also, for me, it's kind of getting slow since these things are obviously like creating more of just one like blast. They will also always try to wreck the crystals once you move on through ways. Every single one of them will try to use their new superpower or whatever just to kill the crystal. It's the main goal. And we'll say wave complete, but actually the wave is obviously it's complete, and this is actually like a standard thing. And this is on the computer. Remember, if you're playing on the iPad or on the Xbox or on any other device, these things are not here. The only ones are made is only on the computer. These things will only be on the computer. There's no other way to access them from any other. There's no way to access these things. Only if you have these special things that let you. These special things that have like a computer that you hold as a those things like the iPads / computers. Those things pretty much relate to iPad stuff. So and these are obviously wyverns, which I had no idea they actually screamed when they do this. And then we also have an ogre coming up next round. I'll have to defeat this one because and also sometimes it's hard to pay attention to one side while the other side is dying. So also, did the wave, I kind of starting to forget, did the wave actually say an ogre? And I guess that was a no, because I don't see any ogres. But I do say a dark mage, so that would make sense. That would totally make sense. Oh gosh, this is just so crazy. Once you defeat Moonlord, it's just craziness. All you see is craziness. And man, these things really scream. Oh, I get it. Do wyverns actually scream? Because if they do, I think it's annoying. And what did that dark mage just do? Because it seemed like whoever, is it a she or a he? Oh yeah, the gato egg. The gato egg just summons these weird things. And I have no idea why they're called gato eggs. Because a gato is, I don't know what a gato is. Okay, now we have an ogre stage. And it may sound like these things sound like defeating the crystal, but these things are just I mean, that's what. Does that sound like when you defeat it when you break the crystal in real life? I don't know. And now it's daytime, and now we need to find the ovaries. The ogre, which may be coming from here, which is a no. And also I have to get rid of these because these things are always going to be their main target. And there's an ogre. I knew it. The one thing that is I should say, the hardest thing that you've ever met in your whole life, your ogre, which only appears at any wave. Usually, if you're in the middle, it will appear at wave 6. But if you're at this part, it's going to appear at wave 7. And man, these guys are crazy. How many of these things you actually have to oh. It gets a little bit crazy, and I don't think you're going to defeat it the first time, and I believe I'm not going to defeat it either. And then if you actually defeated all these things, oh, that's the thing. Okay, so now your crystal could be a very low health, because it actually for some reason does not heal. And why can't crystals learn to heal themselves? Maybe he heals like very slowly, but man, will people learn how to heal themselves like faster? Like, do they go to nurses or something? Or am I just or are my eyes just fooling me? Oh my god, what are those things again? Oh yeah, it's a dark range. Man, these things just go from stuff to stuff. These things are just crazy. Why isn't the ogre dying? We should be dying. Oh gosh, these things are just crazy. I decided to kill all of you guys. Yeah, basically your first round you're not going to defeat it like me. When this happens with any of you guys, that means you've not defeated this thing right here. I have no idea what it is. Will just like float up into the sky and then there's a huge explosion and everything disappears. First stage. So maybe I didn't win, but sometimes this will happen for everyone. Most of you and YouTubers are just like, no, I didn't do it. Actually, if you're very good, maybe you can defeat it. But me, maybe not exactly like so much. Well, I'll see you next time. Hi, Dad.